How do the Amish keep things cold? So we had an electric deep freezer in our basement that we used, but we did not plug it in because we didn't have electricity. So we would put 100-pound blocks of ice in there. And it had a drain. It was very well insulated, so the ice would stay in there for a long time. All of our food in the summer that needed to be kept cold went into this ice chest. That's what we called it. But it was just basically an electric deep freezer, and it didn't work anymore. And I don't think so, because we didn't have a plug for it. But when the ice melted, you could drain it. And sometimes after the ice melted, the water would still be cool. I remember sometimes you'd have jugs of milk floating in this water because the ice that melted, we hadn't had time to go get ice. The ice house in our neighborhood was a Yung Chonas. He had a pond, and in the winter he would fill his ice house with ice from his pond. Now that usually lasted a couple of months, and then once the ice from the pond started, was all gone, it was sold or whatever, he would have to bring ice in from an English company. Millersburg Ice was the company in my community, and they brought in an insulated truck and they'd fill up his ice house every week. Every week or 2 weeks he'd have a delivery of ice. He had an ice house that was insulated with like 2-foot thick walls, of insulation. And then us Amish people would show up, and we'd show up with a blanket, and we would put 200 pounds of ice in the bottom of the buggy box, and then we'd cover it with a blanket and rush home and get that into the ice chest before it melts, God bless you all.